Hi, my name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III, and the one thing I'm going to be going through with you today is getting to your trial and getting there on time. Okay, when I say on time, if you have an attorney, a representative, an individual that's working with you, get there early, get accustomed to your surroundings, go into the attorney prep rooms, and begin the process of working through questions. Begin the process of working through details. Begin the process of understanding what's going on with your surroundings. Why? Because while you're there, you get to kind of take it all in. Remember, when you're in front of the judge, you're going to be stressed. So I always tell my clients to be there quite a bit earlier, and even most of the time they get there before I do. But I always try to get in around 45 minutes of really, really good. I mean, we're sitting, we're working, we're getting it done right, but really, really good prep time. And this is important because at the end of the day, what has to happen is you have to feel comfortable with your surroundings when you're in there. And you're never going to feel amazing while you're in the courtroom. We know this because it's scary. A lot of people go in there and they're just all of a sudden they're, ooh. So I want you to understand that at the end of the day, you need to be comfortable when you're there. You also need to realize that your attorney should be prepping you, pulling you in a room, and really going through all of the questions that they're likely to ask during the actual hearing. Now, some attorneys, in my opinion, are, and I have to word this properly, but they're very, very poor, or they do a poor job, a negative job. They don't do a good job. Those are the attorneys that you always see there sitting there that basically are, waiting there with the claimant to get, pulled into the trial. Okay? You don't want that. That's not what you want. What you want is the attorney that's in the prep room, which you won't even see because the door will be closed, but the attorneys that are in there working away, asking the client's questions, really working the claim, shaping the testimony, all that stuff. Because when you go in there, and I always tell my claimants this, I prefer somebody who, it's like with school, where you knew the questions and the answers to the exam. You know what I mean? You always did better because you knew exactly what you were walking into and you knew the right answer. Well, that's how I'm with my claimants. Every single question they're likely to be asked is on the boot camp form. And the boot camp form goes through all the tricky things that they're likely to hear and worry about and things like that. And what's important about that is that it preps the claimant to know the question, and then as I hear them answer it, I can shape their testimony. And that's really what you want. You want an attorney that's going to sit there and assist you with giving the delivery of what you should be stating. Now, of course, throughout this process, you can never lie. You always have to tell the truth. But there's a difference between a person saying, hey, I love to play basketball, and, hey, I loved to play basketball 5 years ago before the accident, in which now I have the following issues. So my point with this is just be aware. That's really, what you're looking for when you go to that hearing office, all right? You have an absolutely wonderful day. My name is Attorney Walter Rudolph Hnot III. I'll catch you a little bit later. Remember, by the time you get to this video, it may be old hat. And I hear in the back, I have a little push cart that I use to get all the bins out because I go to so many different locations and I have a lot of special forms. Along with the SSA forms. And remember also, if you have a unique question for your unique claim, give me a call and we'll work on it. All right? Thanks so much. Bye-bye.